Hello, my beautiful ladies. I just did a video on how my definition of luxury has changed over the years, and I spoke more about my experience in being an independent woman and what that looked like. And I want to do this quick video real quick on what this might look like as a mom and my experience as a mom. So for independent women, so I went through, and if you haven't seen that video, go check it out so you can see what my definition is, you know, in my 20s, in my 30s, and my 40s, and how I define luxury. But what I shared was some of the things, you know, in order to have luxuries, sometimes we have to trade off the basics. And in order to build up and be in our building phase, you know, in building our careers and things like that, well, those intense routines can oftentimes throw us back into our masculine energy. I'm going to be talking more about that as well. So check out my videos and look for them as they come up. So, but our careers and intense routines as independent women can throw us definitely into our masculine energy if we're not already there yet. I grew up completely in my masculine energy, so I was already there, but I know for every woman it's different. So, you know, things that can throw us into our masculine, and we miss that nourishment and maybe that self-care. So career and intense routines for independent women. And then for moms, yes, career might be one of them, but I also found in my journey that becoming a new mom threw me back into my masculine energy, right? So when I was pregnant, I had started to shift and experience a little bit more of the feminine energy, right? The creation energy, growing a life, you know, reconnecting with my body and paying attention to my body, right? Going to, you know, when you go to doctor's appointments, now all of a sudden you are focused on your body. If you haven't been previously, you are now, right? Because you're growing this life. And so I had, you know, slowly started to experience the feminine energy. But then when the baby came, I got thrown back into the masculine energy. Right? I was focused on time. I was focused on routines. I was focused on, you know, having structure and hitting milestones and pushing my body, not having a lot of sleep, sacrificing myself. What are some of the other things? You know, all of these things, right? You have all these extra doctor's appointments. You have all these tasks that you're doing daily. And sometimes you're just pushing through, right? It's just, okay, what's the next step, right? What's the next thing that I have to do just to get through the day? And so now I went through that experience, but then, you know, at one point I just kind of looked around and noticed, wow, you know, I've done all the things that I have been told to me by culture and, you know, by loved ones and things that I should do, right? I built my career, I got an education, I, you know, felt like I was an independent woman. You know, early on I was able to, you know, have an apartment and pay my rent, and I paid my own bills, and I didn't need anybody. And then, you know, I found my partner, which is another thing, you know, that we're told. And, you know, I got married, and then I had the baby. But then I realized I was now in a place and in a routine where I felt like I couldn't even enjoy any of these things. I felt like, wow, I finally, you know, have my husband, but I'm too tired to even enjoy time with him. You know, wow, I have this beautiful baby, but I'm too tired and exhausted to actually enjoy my time with him. You know, I also had my stepsons, and you know, not having a lot of extra energy for them as well. And I just realized, wow, I've worked so hard to get here, right? And this, you know, even this idea of luxury, right? Like I've made it, but now I'm so tired, and the way my life is now set up, I can't even enjoy the things that I finally have, right? The goals and the desires. And so I realized something's got to change, right? Like, okay, this luxury of having all of the things, but being too tired and depleted and overstimulated and not having enough sleep to even enjoy what I have, yeah, that's not working for me anymore. And so one thing that I found that I came across unexpectedly was this idea of feminine energy versus masculine energy. And this was one of the things that changed my life and helped me figure out ways, okay, if going and pushing is no longer working, then how am I going to rebalance, right? How do I even take a first step in learning how to do this? And so I look forward to sharing more about this with you in some of my future videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.